If you live in the UK, especially near London, then you'll want to know about the new £3.5 billion theme park that could be opening on your doorstep very soon. Join me in this video as I do an in-depth look into the London Resort project. My name is Luke from Coaster Connection, and thank you for choosing to watch this video. Now, if you've been going through social media over the last month, you've probably seen something like this. Many media outlets have been calling this the UK's Disneyland, but to be clear on that, this project will not be associated or built at all to do anything with Disney. However, it is expected to have kind of a similar level of detail and theming that you'd typically expect to find within a Disney park. To help bring some of the UK's most popular films and shows to life, the theme park will be working with the likes of BBC, ITV, and even Paramount Pictures. All of these studios have a wide range of films and shows to pick from when it comes to choosing new rides and attractions that could be built within this theme park. The likes of Mission Impossible, Sherlock, Doctor Who are just some of the IPs that they could potentially use. If you like the sound of that and you're excited for this project, then make sure you hit that like button to show your support. Unfortunately, this project has had numerous problems and delays ever since it was first announced. Paramount Pictures were actually originally going to be leading this project, with the entire park being called Paramount London. Due to unknown reasons, they did drop out of this project, but they have since rejoined. The theme park is currently being planned at the moment, and if everything goes to plan, it should open in 2024. Now, the reason why I'm making this video now compared to earlier in the year or a few years back is because recently some new images and information was revealed about this project. So why has this got me excited about the project? Well, if they're confident enough to release these images and new information to the public, then surely that means some good progress is being made for this brand new theme park. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video, as I'll now be going into each of the new lands and going through the images and giving my predictions and showing you what I think could be coming. Please be aware that at the moment my predictions are purely speculation and just guesses, but obviously concept art constantly changes and evolves, so what you're seeing today may not be what's actually built if it does come true. Firstly, I'm going to highlight and describe each of the new areas as described on the London Resort's website. The entrance to the London Resort will be via a grand plaza that leads visitors and hotel guests through the high street, full of shops, restaurants, hotels, a convention centre and a first-class water park. Visitors can start their journey in the studios, a gritty modern-day warehouse district that particularly roars with the exhilarating thrills of big blockbuster features. A winning combination of explosive action, high-octane car chases and high-stakes espionage. Just to the north lies the woods, an enchanted realm where springtime reigns eternal and the boundaries between reality and fantasy dissolves. Here, the young and the young at heart will be invited to step through the pages of a storybook and embark on adventures that puts a fresh spin on beloved bedtime stories, fables, and fairy tales. Through the woods, the journey continues through the ages into the kingdom, an immersive realm of swords, sorcery, dragons, and legend. This is England as part of a dark ancient land, a place of threatening and imposing castles, and a mystical Arthurian legends. To the north lays the Isles, a land of giant creatures, mythical beasts, and adventures at the crossroads of imagination and reality. Fantastic jaw-dropping architecture will combine with magnificent rides and 21st century technology. The past begins to blend with the future in the jungle. Ancient ruins of a mysterious long-lost Mesoamerican civilization are seen pushing up through treetops. Here, an overgrown environment brimming with ancient secrets, surprising discoveries, and strange mystical artifacts will be transported to the present by inquisitive explorers, young and old. The final land dedicated to futuristic experiences, alien encounters, and big thrill rides. The Starport is a bursting 23rd century landing zone. It will launch visitors into thrilling science fiction adventures that are out of this world, leaving them mesmerized at things that should be impossible but are not. Now I've gone over that, let me tell you my predictions on where and what rides could potentially be coming. From a glance, the artwork released appears to show 5 coasters, potentially 6 if you include the one that looks like a water coaster. Starting off in the studio area, one of the concept art images appears to show an indoor coaster. Half of the studio area appears to be various film stages, and then the other half looks like it's going to be very fully themed, different types of streets. It's interesting to look at some of the old concept art for this project to see if any of it lines up with the latest artwork. The old image looks very similar to this area of the park, which could potentially have a Mission Impossible theme. I'm assuming the rest of the sound stages will be other kind of food outlets and other rides, most likely themed to the BBC and ITV properties. Another ride in this area also looks very similar to a water ride that was actually featured in an old concept art image. As you can see on the new artwork, it appears to show the back of a potential rapids ride. Because I can't make out any other rides or coasters in the woods area, I'm going to move on to the Kingdom. Now this land will feature what appears to be the main centerpiece of this theme park, which is a medieval castle. From the concept art released, it looks like shows and nighttime events could happen within this area. A big coaster also appears to be on the plans, which looks like it will be incorporated into the castle, which would look sick and amazing if they do it. At this stage it's too hard to guess what this type of coaster could be, but from the background of the image you can see another ride. It looks like it will be a gyro swing type attraction that will be located in the Kingdom area of the park. From looking at the plans, it's also worth noting that another coaster could potentially be within this area. Due to its appearance and layout, the Isles land seems to have a water coaster located towards the back. Visually, the closest thing I could compare this to is the Atlantis ride at SeaWorld Orlando. The jungle area has what looks like a decent length coaster in quite a compact area. This ride will most likely feature heavily themed rockwork theming that will help immerse guests into the area. Last but not least is Starport. This will feature a large scale coaster which will dominate the skyline of this brand new theme park. Some other interesting information about this project is around 70% of all of the attractions will be undercover. With the UK's bad weather, this is a very welcome addition. The complex will also have additional room for a second theme park gate. If everything goes well with the first theme park, they would try and get the second one open by around 2029. This topic has divided people online on whether or not it will get built. I'm personally on the fence at the moment, but obviously I'd love to see it come. But at the moment, we'll just have to wait and see on what happens next. So there's an in-depth look into the London Resort project. My name is Luke, and I will see you in my next video.